Alright guys, hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Alright, so before we jump into today's video, I'm going to take you back to a few days ago when we got challenged by this Instagram page called PNM Strength, and they challenged us to do a workout, so let's hop to that now.
Purchase your tracks today.
Alright guys, so actually them shoulder, what are they called, like diamond push-up things. Alright, so them shoulder focused push-ups, they're actually pretty hard. I've never actually done them in my life, but that is one set done, like one set of the entire thing. I am going to complete the whole thing. I'm not going to video it because that will just be really long and really boring. But trust me when I say, I am going to do the next two sets. I'm going to bang them out. I've done them in like a circuit style, so I didn't really have much rest in between. I'm going to take like a 30-second rest and literally just go through it again. 30-second rest, go through it again. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so now we're back. We've done that. That was actually a pretty challenging workout. It was a lot harder than I thought. When I first seen it, I was like, that ain't going to be that hard, but we had to do 3 sets of everything. So I just done like one set. So I'd done every exercise one set. Took like a 45 to 1 minute rest. 45 seconds to 1 minute rest. Then went again and done that 3 times. It's pretty challenging. It's pretty sick, to be fair, just to mix up something that I don't normally do. It was pretty fun. But today there's meant to be a peaceful protest going on. I'm not too sure about it, but I know it's going on in the town centre, and we're just going to go up. I'm going to see what squad's going and what's going on with it. I'm going to keep my distance, obviously. I'm not going to be like in and amongst it, because obviously I got family at home and there is a world pandemic going on, and I don't want to risk getting the virus and then passing it on to another family member. So we're just going to view from a distance, see what's going on. We haven't got long because we have to rush off to work and all, but we're just going to see what's going on, so let's go there. Alright guys, so that was the protest. I didn't want to get too into it, like I said, because obviously there is a world pandemic going on. You know, like, get proper into it, because it's just like, don't want to pass the virus on to family members, you know. It's just not a great thing. But we went and we watched it. It was pretty good, to be fair. Yeah, it was good, and I fully understand like why people would do it and why people are getting involved. Because obviously this is like a big world issue. It just does need to be sorted out, but obviously I don't really want to get next to people because I want to pass the virus on to my family. So we're heading to work now. As I said, we could only be there for a short time. I think people started to, I came kind of late anyway. I think it started at 2:30. I turned up about 3. People were starting to walk off. So I was like, this is a good time to leave now. Let's go off to work. Let's get some money. Alright guys, so I thought I'd just give my opinion on the whole matter at hand. I talked about it in another video. I know opinions are like one of them things that people love to disagree with an opinion, because someone's always going to disagree with your opinion. but no one watches these videos anyway, so I feel like we can probably give an opinion anyway, because no one's going to care. But I think, first of all, I think everyone should have an opinion on the matter, and everyone should voice whatever they can to try and spread the message. And then there's the debate when dying, but that is what this thing matter. That's not what I want to say, is it? Alright guys, so we've just finished work now. We're currently sat in a field because after work I normally go on like a little walk just to finish off hitting my 12,000 steps a day. I tried to earlier talk quickly about like my opinion on the whole thing, but I feel like it just didn't come out very well. So we're going to do it all again, because I thought I need to actually like write down, so I've got points on my phone of what I want to say and what I want to get across, because I just weren't saying it very well. So if you see me look at my phone here every now and again, it's because I've got a few points written down and I want to make sure that I say like my opinion properly. Obviously this is all, if you don't know, I'll give a little context. This is all to the issue in America where a policeman basically murdered, let's be honest, he murdered George Floyd. They arrested him and he had his knee on his neck. George Floyd, like, there's a video of it all, and it's quite a hard watch. I mentioned this in an older video. I think it was the video that was testing out my new camera or something, like I told it. I'll talk about it at the end there, because that was the first time I seen it, and it was such a hard watch. Like, it's just, obviously that is not okay. But yeah, the police officer essentially has his knee on his neck. George Floyd is shouting, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And that's why a lot of these at the protest, I don't know if I picked up on the camera, but they were chanting, I can't breathe. It was because of that, he was saying that, and then the police officer basically murdered him right there and then. And also I want to shout out another video. So obviously True Geordie does this thing called True News, where they normally take the mick out of all the stupid articles online and like what's going online, but they've done like a serious one on obviously the George Floyd issue. And if you haven't watched that video, it is so good. It gives a bit more, so first it gives a bit more context, and it gives a bit more knowledge and stuff I didn't even know. Like, for example, George Floyd and the police officer that killed him, actually a few years before that used to work together as bouncers, had 18 complaints against him, especially from minority people, saying they were getting discriminated, and the people that sent him out from his police department clearly did nothing to stop him. So obviously it's a bit crazy to think that there was 18 people came up, 18 cases against him, and it didn't ring alarm bells to the police department that he was part of, which is pretty, like, in my opinion, I think they're to blame as well for this. If you know you've got a crazy man on your hands and you've had all these cases, it's probably not a coincidence, man. Alright, so yeah, obviously today what I went to, it was a peaceful protest. I kind of like kept my distance. The whole coronavirus thing is still going about, even though people seem not to really be caring about it anymore, but it is still a thing. And I won't be surprised if, because of all these protests, the coronavirus death rate spikes again, which I'm not saying people shouldn't be protesting, because I think they should, to be honest, but I would be surprised if in a few weeks the death toll does spike again, and it goes, the R rate that Boris always goes on about will probably go up. So yeah, peaceful protesting good, violent protesting not so good. If you're just going ahead and smashing stuff, first of all, you're breaking the law, you're a bit of an idiot. Obviously, when you feel so trapped for so long, and then obviously something like this so outrageous happens, that people are just so annoyed and they have gone ahead and started breaking stuff. Obviously this is only a small minority of people, may I add, but I feel like these violent protests are just counterproductive. Like, imagine if all these people that were violently protesting and everyone comes together and tunnels their energy into making a change the right way. It would probably be a lot more productive, and we'd probably see change happen a lot faster. So yeah, peaceful protesting, a good thing. Violent protesting, probably not such a good thing. I understand, don't get me wrong, I understand why people do it, because they're just angry, but I just feel like it is very counterproductive. But yeah, I also wanted to talk about, like, this is an issue that has happened to black people for many years, It's happened for way too long. But I feel like this isn't just a black issue. Like, you shouldn't just look at it like this is a black issue. This is a human rights issue. No matter if they're white, if they're black, if they're Spanish, if they're Asian, it doesn't matter who you are. This is, at the end of the day, this is a human rights issue, and this is something that it's affecting black people, and so everyone should be involved in trying to make a change in this. Everyone should be involved, no matter, as I said, no matter your race, no matter your skin colour, no matter your religion. Everyone should be involved in this, and everyone should really be using whatever they can to try and get the message across to everyone. So yeah, I just feel like people need to look at this as this isn't just a black issue. This is an issue that's happening to black people, but this is a human rights issue that everyone needs to get behind and get involved and try and make a change for the better. And then also, I've been seeing online this whole thing of some people saying hashtag Black Lives Matter, and actually if you go on Instagram and you look at that, like, there's quite a lot of good information on there. I've seen people saying like all lives matter, but I feel like these people, and then there seems to be like a battle between these all lives matter people and these Black Lives Matter people, but I feel like these people that are hashtagging all lives matter are on the same side as everyone that's saying Black Lives Matter. And then I've seen an analogy, and it basically said, so imagine you're in a row of houses, one house is on fire. You're not going to go ahead and throw water on all the houses, you're only going to throw water on the one that's burning down. Obviously all the houses on that street matter, but you're going to focus your attention on the one house that's burning down. You're not going to throw water on all the houses, you're going to throw water on the house that is burning down, that needs the help. And that's the same with this whole thing. It's like, this is an issue that's happening especially for hundreds of years to black people. And so shouting all lives matter is it's stupid, because it's like, obviously all lives matter. That they're not disagreeing with that. No one's disagreeing that all lives matter, but this is an issue that's happened to black people for way too long, and it's something we need to focus our attention to. Everyone needs to focus their attention to. So these people posting all lives matter, as I said, I feel like they're on the same side as everyone else that's saying Black Lives Matter. They just don't understand it, and maybe putting it into this perspective for people will make them understand. But yeah, I just wanted to give like my kind of opinion on the whole thing. Giving opinions online is a bit of one, because someone's always going to have something to say, but obviously I feel like everyone should use their online platform, because everyone's on social media now, so everyone should use their social media to talk about this issue and raise awareness and do whatever it is that they can do to try and make a change, even if it's something as small as posting on your story. But also I want to go to an issue, and it was Blackout Tuesday. So it was like a hashtag Blackout Tuesday, and it was where people posted a black screen and they didn't go on social media for the day. And it said in the post like what to do, and it said tag hashtag Blackout Tuesday, not Black Lives Matter, because obviously it was just going to fill the hashtag Black Lives Matter filter with just black screens, and that's stopping pushing important information that people should be reading on the issue, because they're just going to see hundreds and hundreds of screens of Black Lives Matter, and people ain't going to scroll for hundreds and hundreds, people ain't going to scroll for days and days trying to just see things. If they're just constantly seeing black screens, they're not going to just keep scrolling until they finally find some useful information. And the amount of people that I've seen tagging hashtag Black Lives Matter, and it just made me realise, and I posted this on my social media, I was like, all these people that are posting, that are tagging hashtag Black Lives Matter on their black screen post, they don't understand, they didn't know what they were posting. Like, when I was seeing it going on, so obviously I didn't know this Blackout Tuesday thing was happening. Didn't, so come to Tuesday and I see loads of black screens, I didn't know what was going on. So what did I do? I was not stupid and just post a black screen because I've seen everyone else doing it. I went ahead and researched and looked into why this was going on, why they were doing it, what is the proper way to go about doing it. And then yeah, I did post a black screen, because when I felt like I was properly knew what was going on and knew why they were doing it, and why people were doing it, I then went ahead and posted a black screen, because I went ahead and spent the time to actually understand what is going on and why they're doing it, and researching into it to then do it. I didn't just do it because I've seen loads of other people doing it. And obviously I know that there's people doing it. I know people that I know have said they only done it because they didn't want, because they've seen everyone else doing it, and that's just so stupid. Like, this isn't just a trend. Like, you shouldn't just hop on because everyone else is doing it. You should take this time to look into stuff, understand what is going on, understand what, especially black people's perspective on things and what they've gone through, because obviously a lot of us white people haven't gone through issues like this.
this hasn't been an issue for us white people. We need to go talk and find out what it's been like, what are the issues, research into it, see what's happened before, what could potentially happen in the future if something doesn't happen. It's just, yeah, it just annoyed me a bit that I've seen people just posting it because they thought it was just hopping on a trend, like, instead of actually taking the time to understand what they were posting about and why they were doing it. But yeah, that is my opinion on it. We've finished work, we're going to head home. I just thought I'd give my little 2 cents on the matter. We're going to head home now, and I think we're going to go ahead and do some cardio.
So it's a few days in the future. I'm just editing the video now and I realised I didn't end it off. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my little opinion on the matter. You're more than willing to put your guys' opinion in the comments or not, or you can just dislike it if you don't agree with me. I don't care. But yeah, that's pretty much just my opinion on the matter and everything. We went to the peaceful protest in the town centre of Redditch. But yeah, in conclusion, all I wanted to say pretty much in this video was I just hope that change happens, and I hope that tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after that, that it gets slowly and better and we see a change happening. When people think of the name George Floyd in 5, 50, 100 years, that they go, that was the time that the world woke up to the issue at hand. That's when the world took action, and that's when change happened. And when it comes to it, when the conversation comes up, if the name George Floyd comes up in the conversation, as I said, 5, 50, 100 years, we think of it as a positive thing. We think of it as that was the start of change. That was the start of that was the catalyst that woke the world up and made the world make a change. But yeah, that's just pretty much my opinion on the whole thing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.